女士们、先生们，欢迎你们来美国德森学院的中国民族服饰博物馆。我们现在的开幕典礼现在开始。今天是尤其很吉利，因为我们马上要过春节，迎接虎年，祝大家虎年大吉。我叫 Jonathan Fall， 中文叫邱志全，他是 Nancy Fang。我们今天做主持，今天的表演都很惊艳，也很美丽，也会让大家跑眼福。好。
Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite our Mayor, Pauline Cutter, to come up and give greetings from the city of San Leandro. Mayor Pauline, let's give her a nice welcome.
我们现在欢迎圣利安住市长 Pauline Cutter.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's really, really nice to see everybody here. I just want to say good afternoon, happy Lunar New Year. Thank you to Nancy Fang and Shibing Kaufman for they're excited we're here too, for doing this. You know, what a great event to celebrate your heritage and to remind the community that we're all in this together and we're all learning from each other, because it's really something that I've not been able to learn as much about the culture of the Chinese, but when you can actually see what they look like, see the different provinces they come from, and then learn about that, that's really what our community is all about, because after all, we're about 80% people of color and about 19.7, I think, white. So we are just really, everybody is getting together in our community, and that's really the way it should be, because we're all together. I want to say thank you for the work that you did. Shibing, I just can't imagine. I know that you got all of the costumes. Then, when she was having this event, she sewed more costumes so the dancers could dance. So she not only put this whole thing together with Nancy, but really put her heart and soul into that. And I think we need to give her a round of applause. So with that, I'd like to say thank you to the business owners that are here, and I'm just amazed at all the color. I'd like to introduce my council members who are here. We have Vice Mayor Pete Ballou, and we have Council Member Brian Acevedo, and we have School Board Member Diana Prola, and School Board Member Evelyn Gonzalez. And then I think that's it. And then we also have our city manager, who actually runs the whole city, Fran Robustelli. So with that, I'd like to say let's keep going forward, and let's keep connected. So thanks so much.
Our Assembly member, Mia Bonta, cannot be here today because she is ill, but she has sent a representative, so I'd like to have Siling Wong representing Assembly member Mia Bonta to come up. Siling, here she is. Let's give her.
我们现在我们的众议员米尔邦塔今天生病了不能来，所以我们代表黄斯林来发言。
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Silin Huang, and I'm the field representative for Assembly Member Mia Bonta in Assembly District 18, which represents San Leandro, Oakland, and Alameda. I'm here on behalf of Assembly Member Mia Bonta, who wishes she could be here today. And I am honored to be asked to give remarks on her behalf. As a longtime San Leandro resident and a Chinese American, it is an honor to attend this grand opening of the Dasen Multi-Ethnic Costume Museum. San Leandro's demographics have significantly changed over the past 10 years. Now, Asian Americans represent about 36.3% in San Leandro, which makes us the majority racial group in the city. It is very important that we celebrate and showcase part of the Asian American culture and tradition, especially to honor the upcoming 2022 Lunar New Year. It is even more importantly that all of us, whether we are an AAPI or an ally, are gathering here today as a community in solidarity amid ongoing anti-AAPI hate. We want to extend our gratitude to the city of San Leandro for giving Asian Americans a space to represent and celebrate the rich history. When people think about Chinese, they usually generalize us. In fact, there are 56 ethnic groups and more than 302 dialects spoken in China. Even in my household, we speak 3 dialects: Chinese dialects, Mandarin, Cantonese, and Taishanese. 国语、粤语还有台山话. This museum is one of its kind in the United States that features traditional clothing from all 56 ethnic groups in China. With that, I wish you all a wonderful time with your family and friends as you visit this museum. 大家好，我叫黄思林，是加州第18区众议员米婭邦塔的现在代表 San Leandro、Oakland 和 Alameda。大家好，我係黃思林，我就係加州第18區嘅眾議院米婭邦塔嘅現場代表 San Leandro、Oakland 同埋 Alameda。我好開心你哋今日可以參加我哋嘅活動，所以我祝你哋大家喺呢個博物館同家人同埋朋友可以度過美好嘅時光。多謝。
We're going to be interspersing performances with speakers. So our first act is going to be the classical tea art by children that are part of the Dasen Academy. Let's welcome them.
我们第一个表演是古典茶艺的表演，我们的德森学院的一些学生来表演，欢迎他们。
Okay. Classic. Oh, they need. While they're setting up, I'll tell you a little bit about this. Classical tea art is an ancient and traditional ceremony that began in China over 4,000 years ago. The tea art ceremony reflects the Dasen American Academy's basic principles of ethics, empathy, and etiquette. She, being the Academy's president, and Lo Shi, teaches the tea art ceremony in Dasen students of all ages to help them to become calmer, more patient, more compassionate, and more loving.
古典茶艺是4000年的历史的古老与传统的典礼。茶艺典礼反映美国德森学院的基本原则：道德、感恩、礼义。解冰老师学院的院长教学生，古典茶艺为了帮他们找平安、耐心和爱心。
Tea art is pure, elegant, and harmonizing.
茶艺纯洁、优雅、和谐。
The ceremony has been carefully created and refined over the centuries.
几百年以来，此仪式经过精心设计并完善。
The atmosphere is serene and peaceful.
气氛宁静祥和。
Participants feel a special connection to nature and the beauty of nature.
参与者感受到与大自然和大自然之美的特殊联系。
Tea drinking and tea art calms the heart and mind.
饮茶并茶艺安神静心。
Each tea art movement is precise and gentle.
茶艺的每一个动作都精准而温和。
Tea drinking brings patience, love for one another, and respect for tradition.
饮茶带来耐心、对其他人的爱，以及向传统的尊重。
And now, please enjoy the tea art ceremony.
现在，请你们享受这个茶艺典礼。
Okay. Now I want you all to remember that the next time you drink tea, how calming it is, how beautiful it is, and it gives you peace of mind. All right. At this time, I'd like to introduce Professor Li競芬, who is the Executive Director of the Northern California Chinese Culture and Sports Association.
我们现在有请北加华人文化体育协会执行长李竞芬。
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, an honorable mayor and the supervisor and the board education and the honorable guest, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Betty Yuan. Good afternoon. 尊敬的中国56个民族服饰博物馆馆长谢冰院长，各位贵宾、各位女士、各位先生，大家下午好。再过2天就是中国年了，老虎呢？它是百兽之王，是威猛的象征。老虎在民间的习俗中间被尊崇为瑞兽。老虎的虎与福跟富是谐音的，意思就是福运临门，富贵迎门。在这儿呢，祝大家新年快乐。Good afternoon, everyone. In 2 days later, it will be the Chinese New Year. Here, I'm going to say Happy Chinese New Year. Thank you. 我的中文名字叫李竞芬，今天呢非常荣幸能够代表北加州华人文化体育协会来参加中国56个民族服饰博物馆的开幕典礼。这是一个伟大的工程。中国56个民族的服饰就像56朵鲜艳的花，分布在中国的各个地方，点缀着这片神州大地。中国的56个民族服饰各具特色，它们色彩缤纷，闪耀着它们的光彩，绽放它们的魅力。透过这56个民族服饰博物馆，我们可以在不同的民族服饰中互相的尊重、互相的理解、互相的欣赏。就像我们美国是个移民及多元文化的国家，今天中国56个民族服饰博物馆在美国开幕，象征着中国56个民族服饰博物馆就是美中2个文化教育交流的平台，这也是和谐社会的代表。My name is竞芬 Li Betty Yuan. Today, I'm very, very happy to represent the Northern California Chinese Cultural Athletic Federation to attend the opening ceremony of the Dasen Multiple Ethnic Costume Museum. This is the greatest project, I think. China's have 56 national costumes, like 50 bright flowers, and distribute in various parts of China and thus the peace of China. China's 56 national costumes have their own characters. They are colorful, shining with their brilliance and showing their charm. Through the 56 national costume museums, we can respect each other's, understand each other's, and appreciate each other in different ethnic costumes. Just like the United States is a country of immigrants and multiple cultures. Today, 56 National Costume Museum open in the United States symbolize the with 56 national costume museums. It is a platform for cultural and educational exchanges between China and the United States. And it is a great place for the represent the harmony society. The last, I would like to introduce the Xie Bing 院长. She is my very, very good friend. And I'm very, very honored to be here to attend her museum open today. Last, I would like to congratulate again for the open ceremony, and also wish everyone have a healthy, safe, and happy life. Good fortune in the coming prosperity. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I have a certificate, congratulation letter to 谢冰院长. Please, 谢冰. Give her a round of applause. She is great for the city, for the Chinese communities. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce Yi Tian, Xie Bing's son, who will introduce her. 我介绍Yi Tian, 谢冰的儿子，发言。
Xie Bing Cawthon arrived in the United States in 1991 after an illustrious career in China, which included acting in and directing plays and movies, traveling all over China, writing 2 children's books, and teaching Chinese literature. Once in the Bay Area, she soon began teaching Mandarin and found work in several public and private Bay Area schools. She began her volunteer work with a 7-year stint at the Frank M. Smith Recreation Center in Oakland, working with a diverse bunch of kids ages 6 to 12. In 2015, she opened the nonprofit Dasen American Academy and began conducting classes in meditation, the ancient tea art ceremony, poetry reading and writing, singing, dancing, arts and crafts, and Mandarin. During these years, she and her young trainees often put on performances at various grammar, middle, and high schools in San Leandro. It is worth noting that she loves working with kids and their parents and bases all her training on the simple but powerful combination of the words ethics, empathy, and etiquette. In 2016, a friend in China donated a full set of the wonderful costumes of the 56 Chinese ethnic groups to the Academy. For the first several years, Xie Bing expended a huge amount of time and effort transporting the costumes and organizing fashion shows and other performances at the invitation of various Bay Area museums, libraries, schools, and colleges. But recognizing the impracticality of moving the costumes around, she decided to create her own museum, and today it's ready and open for business. With that, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Xie Bing Cawthon.
I'm gonna translate it. Oh, whoops, is this working? I'm gonna translate that into Mandarin. 谢冰Cawthon 1991年从中国来了美国，他在中国的杰出职业生涯包括了在戏剧和电影里表演与导演，周游中国，写2本儿童书，并教中国文学。一到了晚区，他很快就开始教中文了，并在几所公立和私立的学校找了工作。他在奥克兰的 Frank M. Smith 娱乐中心开始做义工，跟6到12岁的孩子工作了7年。2015年，他创办了非营利性的美国德森学院，并开始教冥想、古典茶艺、诗歌、歌舞、工艺美术、中文等课程。在这些年，他和他的年轻学员经常在 San Leandro 的各个小学、初中和高中进行了表演。很重要的说，他与孩子一起工作，还有时与家长一起工作，都是基于感恩、道德及这个简单而有力的格言。2016年，他在中国的一位朋友向学院捐赠了全套56个民族的精彩服饰。在最初的几年，谢冰老师应湾区各大博物馆、图书馆、学校和大学的邀请，花费了大量的时间及精力运送服装、 组织时装秀和其他表演，但意识到移动服装不切实际，他决定创建自己的博物馆，而今天已经准备开业。我现在想向大家介绍解冰老师。
好，由我来念中文哈，这是从中国领事馆总领事王东华先生呢，因为现在疫情的原因，他不能到场，然后呢，我亲自去他写的这样一个贺信哈，我给大家来读一下，我很感动的。他说呢哈，他们在疫情平稳的时候哈，他们一定会到这儿来的，我们非常的欢迎和期待。贺信：新闻中国56个民族服饰博物馆即将在圣利安住市开幕，我谨代表中华人民共和国驻旧金山总领馆表示热烈的祝贺。中国是历史悠久的统一民族国家，中华民族多元一体是中国的一个鲜明特征。数千年来，中国各民族先民们一起披荆斩棘，共同书写了中华民族悠久的历史。各民族文化相互交融，互相借鉴，共同创造了中华民族灿烂的文化。各民族团结融合，形成了中华民族的共同体。丰富的中华文化孕育了多彩的民族服饰，构成了中华大地一道亮丽而绵紧流长的文化景观。中国56个民族的服饰不仅仅反映了各民族的礼制、传统与地域文化，也体现了各民族的文化交融与融合，蕴藏着不同的生活情趣、审美观念、宗教信仰以及工艺技术。衷心感谢谢冰女士为筹备博物馆所付出的努力和汗水，希望中国56个民族服饰博物馆成为美国民众了解中国文化的窗口。在2022年虎年春节来临之际，祝各位新春快乐，身体健康。中国驻旧金山总领事王东华，2022年1月24号，非常感谢王东华领事写的这封感人的信。Okay. Yeah.
How about if I turn the microphone on?
Okay.
All right. Yes. Oh, this one. Okay. That one seems to not be. Oh yeah. All right. Let's try this now. Okay. Oh yeah, this one works much better. The Chinese Consul General Wang Donghua was unable to attend today. Xie invited him to come and he wanted to attend, but unfortunately because of the COVID pandemic, he was unable to attend today. However, he sent a letter, a very moving letter, to Xie Ms. Cawthon for this occasion. I'm just gonna, whoops, too much. There. On behalf of the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China, I offer my sincerest congratulations on the grand opening of the Chinese Multi-Ethnic Costume Museum in San Leandro. China has long been a unified, multi-ethnic country, and its diversity has always been one of our country's most distinctive characteristics. For thousands of years, the different ethnic groups of China have toiled long and hard and overcome many obstacles to write the history of the Chinese people. The peoples of China have learned from one another and integrated with one another as they created a magnificent culture of China, each group coming together to form a greater Chinese community. The rich Chinese culture gave birth to the colorful and varied ethnic costumes, which forms a beautiful and long-lasting cultural tapestry that stretches across China. The costumes of the 56 ethnic groups reflect not only that individual people's customs and regional culture, but also the blending and merging of cultures, and encapsulate different worldviews, aesthetic standards, religions and faiths, and handicrafts. I want to sincerely thank Ms. Xiebing Cawthon for her hard work and sweat in her preparations to open this museum, and I hope that the Chinese Multi-Ethnic Costume Museum will become a window for the people of the United States to better understand Chinese culture. As the 2022 Year of the Tiger approaches, I wish everyone a happy new year and good health in the coming year. Wang Donghua, Consul General of the People's Republic of China in San Francisco. What am I reading?
Next, we will have an ethnic costume show created by Emma Lin.
现在我们有56个民族的怎么说呢？服装秀 ，Emmeline 负责的。
China has 56 ethnic groups, each with their own long and magnificent history, that together constitute the Chinese people. The costumes of these people are colorful and gorgeous, each unique in their own way, and have told a story of the aesthetics, the values, and the spirit of the Chinese nation for thousands of years.
中国有56个民族，灿烂悠久的历史构成了中华民族璀璨的文化。各民族的服饰各具色彩华丽，各自不同的流光溢彩，多姿多彩的服饰，讲述着中华民族人的数千年来，各民族的审美观、世界观、道德观及精神文明。
The first dance is from Han. The Han people have over 5,000 years of history and culture. This costume is characterized by the cross-collar right hem. With the cross-collar right hem and wide sleeves. When performing rituals, the word demonstrates humility, respect, and kindness toward others.
铺民族最早游牧的民族，在喜庆的节日里，必须有穿戴有羊毛镶边短上衣、多褶的蓝色百褶裙。
This is the miao, the splendid and colorful embroidery bouquet and other arts and crafts handiwork of the Miao people were recorded in ancient records and have been admired around the world for thousands of years. For important festivals, the Mao people must wear their grand traditional clothing, adorn themselves in precious silver ornaments, and wait in the village square for the guests to arrive.
这是苗族有几千年的古老工艺文化，刺绣、织锦、拉染等数百种工艺美术，瑰丽多彩，如苗绣的精湛成为武则天书
This is the Gaoshan costume. The Gaoshan people living in Taiwan have their own unique culture and art. Their traditional costumes are also a symbol of their ethnic identity. Women wear short blouses with skirts embroidered with colorful patterns. Their headwear is made out of feathers with many different patterns.
高山族住在台湾。德昂族是中国古老的民族之一，民族习俗也很多，如泼水节、关门节、开门节、烧白菜节等，擅长做各种食物作品，豌豆粉、米粉、年糕、粑粑等等。
This is the Evenki costume. Evenki means people who live in the mountains. We can see that Evenki costumes are loose and comfortable and are worn with well-crafted belts. Both men and women prefer blue and white clothes, symbolizing the bright blue sky and white clouds.
这是鄂温克族，我们能看到他们的服饰的特点，肥大、宽松，配有做工艺讲究的腰带。无论男女的服饰上的衣领等，都有蓝色的装服镶边，系蓝色爱蓝白色。
The Korean people are world-renowned for their singing and dancing. They have many traditional costumes. Korean clothing is influenced by Han and Mongolian clothing. Careful attention is paid to the variety of outfits and colors.
朝鲜族，他们的族能唱山舞，著称于世。朝鲜族的服饰是受汉族、蒙古族的影响。
Mongolians are called the horseback people. They're enthusiastic and bold people and well known for their singing and dancing. Receiving a traditional kata is one of the greatest honors. Mongolian customs are very special, respecting travelers and guests and traditional values.
蒙古族成为马背上的民族，热情奔放、豪爽的性格。
This is the drone costume. The drone people are very rich in folk literature, music, and dance. During the New Year, chicken is a must, and family and friends exchange live, 5-color glutinous rice. They wear luxurious clothes during festivals with red and green and blue being the main colors.
壮族在民间文学、音乐、舞蹈很丰富。过年时，亲朋好友互赠无色糯米饭，在节庆的服饰上讲究华贵，无色上红、绿、蓝作为主色调。
Refer themselves as Shanha, meaning people of the mountains. Their traditional culture is extraordinarily rich, and their folk songs are considered pearl of the culture.
我们现在邀请解冰老师来发言。And I welcome 解冰 Carlton to make a speech.
Yeah, speak again. Honorable Mayor and Pauline Carter, and the community leader and distinguished guests, good afternoon. I'm also pleased that you all could be here. As you all know, the world is going through a COVID-19 pandemic and addiction. We are experiencing many other difficulties, including the loss of mobility and floods, fire and inflation, drugs, addiction rates, crime rates. Other and threats to us all bringing together and displaying 56 different costumes from two diverse group living all over China has proven to be quite challenging. It is hope that the story told in this museum about how many diverse groups can live in harmony with one another will serve to remind us that better time and ahead. A few days ago, a troubled young woman came to the museum just after visiting psychologist. She looked at different and very beautiful and costume, and she said, I will forget to hear her say some words. She said, the world around us is that my friends are all worried, and I'm not sure we any longer can see beautiful in the world. We only seem to talk about negative things. But when I see this gorgeous, colorful costume, I feel at a place I life truly can be this colorful and should be this beautiful. They are wonderful. Since many hard-working volunteers, we have tried to create unique multi-ethnic costume museum that will help will shine ray and light and these somber times. And I want to share this dream with the people of San Angel and rest of the Bay Area. Welcome to the Multicultural and Museum. Welcome.
We're getting ready for the ribbon cutting. And then after the ribbon cutting, there'll be a photo op. And following the photo op, we will be touring the museum by groups. So group 1 will be able to tour through the museum. The beautiful costumes that you saw, 10 of them, there's 46 more inside the museum. And so they're very beautiful. Now, procedure-wise, we're going to ask for the photo op to have the mayor, the city council, the school board members, and our speakers to come up and join Xibing as we cut the ribbon. And then following the groups going into the museum, we have 3 or 4 more acts of entertainment that you will not want to miss. So there will be ribbon dancing and fan dancing and singing by a choir. So as people are going into the museum, those of you who are out here waiting, you'll be entertained. So you'll have a fun time. All right, at this time, we're going to unroll the ribbon right across the center. And I'd like to ask Pauline, Cutter. Oh, and I want to, before I do that, I want to introduce Karina Lopez, who's also from City Council, and she arrived a little bit later. Karina, thank you. And so we're going to ask the City Council and school board members to come up and our speakers to come up and join Shibing. And speak too, yeah. I think the scissor that we have beats the Chamber of Commerce scissor. It really cuts. And so it is being presented to Shibing and the mayor to cut the ribbon by Miss Tsingtao, who represents the Tsingtao newspaper. We're going to let our city council and school board members go into the museum first. And so there'll be somebody who will guide you in. Now, there are some protocols set in place. Your temperature will be taken. You need to be masked. And as you go in, it'll be to the front. You're going to walk through this way. You're going to walk through this way, go around to the front. Oh, yeah. And there'll be chairs there for you to put on shoe coverings as well. All right? Mayor, did you want to make your presentation now or later? You want to do it now? Okay. Okay. Before we go in, the mayor has a presentation that she'd like to make to Shibing. And so I want to ask Shibing to come back out here, please. Does she go in? Okay. There you go. You want to do that? Okay. Go right there. Uh-huh.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You want to take the first group?
So, if you were able to get a spot on one of the other tours, we're gonna go through those in the next few minutes. After the first tour goes, we'll call out when the next tours will go. If you were unable to get a spot on a tour today, and you're interested in touring the museum, it's a really beautiful museum. I would highly recommend you find a time to go. I think all of the spots for today have been taken. We only are allowing 20 people in, I think. Do we have more?
At the end.
Do we have more spots? We might have more spots at the end.
There were 60, we're doing 20 at a time.
Yeah.
And there were 4 groups, so 80.
Okay. So we might have spots. And I think sign-ups are over there by the entrance.
Well, you can wait.
But you can wait until the end and we'll have spots. If you are unable to or get a tour today, we encourage you to go online and find the Dasen American Academy's website, and you can call and make an appointment for a tour at a later time. Thank you for being here today, and we're going to continue our performances. We have a few more beautiful performances that we have for you. Our next performance is a celebration dance by Diana and Susanna. 我们现在有双人舞。
Arnett?
Okay, you both ready?
Okay. Hello? The next performance is a ribbon dance, trained by Diana and performed by students from the Dasen Academy.
现在我们有德森美国德森学院的学生来跳彩云飞舞蹈。
Thank you, girls. That was beautiful. Now, if you are wearing a label that says Group 1, we're going to have you come out over this side to go into the museum.
Not yet.
Oh, well, they have to get ready to put their shoes on. Okay. Yeah. So if you have Group 1, you can come do this. We're doing good for time. We just have one more performance after this, but before that, I thought I would tell you a little bit about the Year of the Tiger. 2022 is the year of the tiger and is third in the 12-animal Chinese zodiac cycle. According to superstition, a person born in a particular year takes on the traits of that year's animal. Tiger people tend to be powerful, rebellious, dynamic, adventurous, fiery, impulsive, and unpredictable. They typically have strong ethics, so they're very passionate about causes. Tiger years, if you are tigers, 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, and 2010. So those are the tiger years, and so go Tigers. All right. And now we are going to introduce the San Francisco Art Choir of America, and they will sing 2 selections for you. Okay.
我们现在有请where to go？ 旧金山美艺合唱团他们会唱2首歌。
Our crowd is dwindling here, so group 2, if you will go through this way around to the front of the museum, you'll be asked to do another temperature check, have your mask on, and you're going to get shoe coverage, all right, to play safe. Group 2 may go that way, all right? In the meantime, this will be the last thing that we're going to do, and then you can socialize or wait. For those of you who did not get tickets, we're going to try and get you in at the very end, all right? The museum is quite small, and we don't want to crowd it, so we're only allowing 20 people at a time in there to make it safe. Okay, now we have a quiz for you, and there is a prize at the end, but we don't know who can win the prize, because unless you know all the answers, you're going to know the answer to the first one, all right? You're all going to know this. Okay. How many ethnic groups are there in China? 56. 56, all right. That's the correct answer.
added the one that got rejected from the other group. Started a new group.
That's the next question. Okay. The next question is, which ethnic group has the largest population? This is, if you know this, you get a prize. Han, all right. Is that correct? Okay. I don't think you're going to know this. What percentage of the population are the Han people? Does anybody know that? 91% are Han people. So that's the largest group. Okay. The next question. Which province has the most ethnic groups in China? How many kinds of groups?
请问那个中国民族种类最多的是哪一省？哪一省有最多的不同的民族？而且有多少种民族？谁会知道？Yeah.
Virginia gets the prize. Okay, now this is really interesting. I didn't know this. In the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games, how many children entered the museum in ethnic costumes? Oh, entered the stadium, sorry. In 2008 at the Beijing Olympics Games, how many children entered the stadium in ethnic costume? 100? How many? 50,000, no. How many? In ethnic costumes, how many children went into the... No, not 50,000. Okay, 56. Who shouted out 56? There you go. Correct. 56. All right. That's a lucky number today.
56.
All right. Which ethnic group is most famous for music and dance, embroidery, brocade, batik, jewelry making? That's pretty hard. 1 out of 56.
All of them.
哪一个种族的音乐跟歌声最美妙的是哪一组？是苗族还是藏族？什么新疆族？是哪一组？他们的歌声最美妙？
It's for music, dance, embroidery, brocade, batik, and jewelry making. And the answer is, oh, they got it. What was the answer? Oh, the Miao group. Okay, I'm learning as we go too. Okay, which ethnic group is called the Pride of the Prairie?
是哪一个民族被称为草原骄子？就是蒙古族。
It was the Mongolians. Mongolians. Oh, did you get it? All right, you get a prize. All right, we're almost done. Among the 55 ethnic minorities in China, which one? Oh, this is a different one? Oh, the ethnic, okay. Among the 55 ethnic minorities in China, which one has the largest population?
亚洲啥的少数民族有55个少数民族，人口最多的是哪一个？
All right, our last question. Which province has the largest population of Manchuria? Oh, actually, I have 2 more questions. Second and last question. Which province has the largest population of Manchuria?
哪一省的满族人最多？哪一省满族人最多？辽宁，好，答案是辽宁。Good guess, good guess.
Okay. Our very last question and your last chance to win a prize. What do Tibetans living in Tibet call themselves? Besides Tibetans.
那个生活在西藏的藏族人，他们自己称为什么？就藏族人自己称自己是什么？这个知道比较少在哪一边？我以前也不知道。藏族人自称是国巴，这是很难，这很难的。好，谢谢大家，那个猜得很好，都很接近啊。那我们就是每一个人通通有奖，好不好？
This concludes our program. If you would like to come up and take pictures underneath the welcome sign, you're welcome to do that after the costume ladies are off the stage. Thank you so much for coming. We hope you enjoyed this. And the museum will be open to the public shortly. Right now, it's by reservations, but we will have regular hours probably in the spring.
Thank you for participation. Thank you.